What's up, everybody? Good to see you. Told you there'd be a pop-up eventually. Hey, Tammy. I can't really see chat, so you guys just get to hang out with me. Fun stuff. Just finally got some food in my belly. Food in my belly. Everybody's having a good day. Yeah, there we go. All right, back on the road we go. Ha ha ha. Ways to go. Great stuff. Nice. Use the left lane. All right. Hooray, hooray, hooray. On the road again. Fun stuff. So I hope everybody's having a good day. And it's been a crazy day for me. Had to load up a truck, get it all ready to go, and then now I'm driving. Right. I only have about 3 more hours to go, something like that. Fun days indeed. So hopefully I can get there when I need to. Is this cruise control going to work for me? No, it ain't. It's going to be a pain in the butt. Well, it looks like my cruise control ain't going to work. Bastards. I was hoping it would, but hey guys, you know what that means? It means I'm slightly off the road. But if I wasn't slightly off the road, I would have got hit by an 18-wheeler. So anything new going on today? Any good stuff? Probably not. It's going to be an interesting drive. Have a few hundred more miles to go. And of course, the cruise control doesn't want to work, which is always fun. Yeah, I was looking through it last night, and somebody was telling me that I think it was Max said, I don't know who it was. It could have been Max. They were saying that, well, a certain attorney is not disbarred. I was like, if they're not licensed to practice in that state, then they are not barred to be in that state, to practice law in any way, shape, or form. And you can still be disbarred as a retired attorney. Not allowed to give legal advice, not allowed to do any of that stuff. So that should be quite interesting this week, or this weekend. See how they spin that stuff out of control. But hopefully we get it all straightened out all of that stuff. What do you guys think? I'll have a decent bleeding? Nah. Nah. I would stop at the Buc-ee's, but I just already ate. So there's no need to. Why is it not working? It still doesn't work. I'm hoping if I hold the button, it will actually change. Nope, it's still not going to work. Notice the little lock comes off, but I'm wondering if that's an actual thing or not. Crazy. Their instructions are not very clear on their cruise control. It's aggravating. But it's beautiful out today. No rain. Hope everybody survived through all the storms. It was a little crazy getting here. Like traffic coming out of Atlanta was really bad. We had shit, I've been up since 6 o'clock this morning. Went to get the, what do you call it, the truck by 7:30. Got back, started loading up the truck. I finished up about 10 o'clock. This is only half the load that I'm taking. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be really crazy. I just feel like we've got a flat tire. A little swimmy today. Doesn't look like my tire's got any low air in it. Of course, I haven't driven one of these in, oh crap, it's been at least 20 years. Not setting. Doesn't like to set the speed on this. I'm wondering if it's broken. Like, I think the cruise control's broken on this. That's got to be what it is. I figured I'd give you guys a place to hang out today while I drive my happy ass to places unknown. God, hoping that I can finish out the rest of the day with no incidents. Picking up, what was it? Oh, got like a mattress, bed frame, all my tools. Plus I had to stop and get some extra straps, because whenever I get there, I won't have enough. Of course, I have to keep within the speed limits because the cops are out like crazy. Cookout! So I'm trying to keep my speed within that reasonable range. Oh, there's a cop right there. See? Cops are out everywhere today. Of course, I'll come back and look at the chat at some other point. Maybe if I get stuck in traffic or something, I'll be able to look and see what chat's up to. And did some really weird chicken casserole last night. Wasn't impressed. Wasn't impressed. And then of course, you know, Doug had his birthday yesterday. I don't know if you guys knew that, but that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I don't let people know when my birthday is. We got some weirdos out there. So have well, I'm hoping. Should be a good day. All right. And I would readjust the camera, but it's probably safer for me to have it here. And that way it looks like I'm driving really fast. So it just sits there and shakes. Makes you feel all dizzy like. But I am headed to warmer climates today. I've got to build out got about 4, 5, 6 can lights that I have to sheetrock up. I've got a desk to build out, like a built-in desk, some shelves, window molding, door molding. Got to rip out an island, replace that. It's got, and hopefully I can find some of the, what is that, LC, it's a plastic tile. Hopefully I can get that picked up. It's supposed to be waiting on me whenever I get there. That's what they told me. Doesn't mean that's what will happen, but that's what they told me. So if I'm able to, I can get my stuff set. I've got to get once I get that island done, I've got some under cabinet lighting to do. I've got to put in new light fixtures. I've got wiring to run to 3 outlets, and I've got to rip out like 5 more. Plus I've got to build a frame out for a faux pillar. So it's a piece that's going to look like a pillar, but it's not. It's going to be it's supposed to look like a timber, but the point is to make it look like a real piece of wood. It's going to be stained, and just to add a little bit of color to the room. And if I have time, I'll be doing some shiplap on it. I've got at least 4 days to get most of that done before the tree people come along. Once the tree people come along, then I've got to sort of clear out. They're supposed to be there on Thursday, so I can't work on the like my workspace is going to go away for a period. It just means I'll just have to spend the day at the beach. I've done that before. Gone to the beach and just filmed it. So I can readjust that. There we go. That's better. It's really aggravating that it hasn't kicked on the speed control. I think it's just bad. Because it keeps giving me like these little blinks. I don't know. I'll figure it out eventually. The one thing about driving a truck is you tend to forget that you've got to swing out just a little bit more. Got more mirrors, quite a bit more mirrors, and no rear view mirror. Like, I can look up here, there's no way to look out behind me and see what's coming up behind me on either side to see what's there, but it's backing really interesting. When you got a good, successful Friday, it's gonna be Friday all day. I'm hoping that this Friday that I'm able to get a little sleep because I've got to get up early again tomorrow, make another drive, and then I can be stationary for a few days, possibly. I don't know how much I'll be able to stream at night. There's been I don't think there's been any filings. There might be some filings tonight. You never know. We had the judge come in and say, hey, no more filings for a period of time. That's going to be interesting. No more filings. Watching it writing. Yeah, I know. I got off the road a little bit. It's okay. It's on the passenger side. Hoping that this would work, but it doesn't like me. I think because it's got the full driver assist on or something, which I really don't need the full driver assist. Got my bag packed, got my tools packed. I think I took up more space with my tools than anything. It was a lot. Yeah, I guess tonight the expert will be streaming. If I'm able to stop by, I will, but there's no guarantees on that. A lot of times I've got, especially if I'm out of town, it's not that I don't have bad connection. I've just got a wife that's like, hey, it's a good time for me. Hopefully we don't see any wrecks. Last time I made this trip, I saw a few wrecks. It was not cool. Yeah, I'm headed to Florida way. Fun stuff, huh? Yeah, I've got to be. One of these days I'll figure out how to turn this thing on. I might have to do that before I leave for my last place, because I will be driving this thing back on a return trip. Driving it back on a return trip, I definitely want to have cruise control. Going down, not so much worried about it. It's just the way that it goes. Cruise control. There we go. I don't know what it's doing. Crazy. I wish my screen was bigger so I could see what you guys were saying. I'm sure you're probably talking crap. It's like, look how short he is. I am so short. Look at you in eyeballs. No, it's a beautiful day. I don't even know what the temperature is outside. I will say that it is pretty nice. But yeah, having to get down, do all this work. It's been planned out for since April. Like just getting it all set up, getting everyone organized, getting the money together, getting the tools, getting the parts, and hopefully my nailer is there waiting on me whenever I get there. It's got I don't know. I got a battery operated nailer. I mean I have a air nailer at the house. I just didn't want to take down a 30, 40 gallon air compressor. Maybe it's a 15 gallon. 30 gallon. That sounds about right. Maybe it's a 30 gallon air compressor. I just didn't want to load it up in this truck to haul it, just to use it for, maybe 100 nails, if even that. Man, that's just gonna suck. It's way too much work for very little of what needs to be done. So I splurged and got a battery operated nailer. Hope it worked. Wasn't too pricey. I would just say your super chats paid for my nailer. Thank you. Thank you for the super chat. Yeah, that got my nailer happening. It was I've got a somewhat of a nice one. Of course, I've had these tools for close to 2 decades on most of them. And so it was getting close to starting to upgrade some of them. And then, of course, loading up a toolbox. I've got a big old snap-on toolbox that I'm like, there's no way I'm loading that thing up and hauling it down. Of course, it has everything that I could possibly need, but I'm not working on a car. All I'm working on is, putting up a shed, putting in sheetrock. Got to do some electrical. And I actually have an electrician coming down that's taking care of a few other things beforehand. So they're supposed to be there today. And then I've got 2 doors to put on. Well, the doors, that was really interesting. Because with the doors, ha ha ha, da, 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 da. Riders on the store. No, the doors had the the ones that are currently in there, they don't operate properly. Last time we were there, I just grabbed I've got a little rasp and went, shaved down where it was sticking at, because the door would stick open, like the door wouldn't close all the way, so I had to pull, just trim a little piece of it off. But whoever put the doors in didn't do them quite right. I think they were looking for too tight of a fit, and I also think that they didn't stub them out properly whenever they put the doors in there. So I think they trimmed the door at the bottom or something. I don't know what exactly it was that they did, but it was jacked. So I talked with my wife, and she was just like, well, if you want to put doors on there, I'm like, yeah, I do. And whenever I said I would do them, she started coming up with a list of a million other things that she wanted me to take care of. And I said, well, I can't take care of all of this at the same time. So she asked me if I would get somebody else to put the doors in, which would give me a really good deal on putting the doors in. So, yeah, all I had to do was get the doors ordered, and then they picked them up, and they were installing them. And because they're going in brick, I was like, well, I've got the tools. I've got my hammer drill. I've got pretty much everything that I need. But they're gonna install the doors, and I've just got to trim them out. Not a big deal. But they're working on those today. But I won't be there until tomorrow, because I've got to go pick up some more of my tools, pick up all the light fixtures, pick up a table, some chairs. One of the chairs is coming back with me. Got a TV. I don't know how good the TV is. I hope it's a good TV. If it's not, that's going to really suck. And that TV may just come home with me. Use it as like a big monitor or something. I think it's a Sony TV. I could be wrong. But yeah, I just needed someone to keep my mind off of falling asleep. Like I said, it's 6 o'clock in the morning. Way too early to be up. You're getting up at 6 in the morning, loading up a truck. Took what? Jeez. I got back to the house at 8. So 2 hours to load up a truck. That's it. Just 2. Once I got the truck loaded up, it was just getting on the road. Of course, I was still loading things up in the truck. My wife was following me around because I wanted to pull my car in the garage, so that way because my wife was going to come meet me. I think Saturday is when she's driving there to meet me. So whenever she gets there, I've got all the yard tools, because she's going to be doing some digging and some trimming, something like that. I mean, she had a bottle of poison. I do know that, and some black plastic wrap and duct tape. It was the strangest thing. She said to load up the shovel, and possibly like a lighter sledgehammer I still don't know what she's going to use the sledgehammer for. And she said something about the plastic was to keep the smell down or something. I don't know. I mean, I was a little taken aback by that. I mean, you know, if she's getting plastic, a sledgehammer, poison. I think she said to make sure that I had my reciprocating saw also. I still don't know why. Still don't know why. Could have been any reason. It could have been that she was needing to cut some meat. She said make sure it cuts through bone or something. So I guess she's going to get us some steaks or something. I don't know. I'm still quite unclear on that. It's actually a pretty nice truck. Really didn't want to rent it as long, but of course, my pushed me a little bit. It's windy out. Ooh, buddy. Drive by the solar plants out here. They've got I don't know, it's probably 500 or 600 acres of solar farm. That's gonna be wild to go past. Uh-huh. Still wish this thing worked. That didn't work. There's got to be a reason why the cruise control isn't working. I still don't know why. Adult Central Superstore. Woohoo! Let's go get some dirty magazines. That ain't gonna happen. You missed the exit. Darn, maybe next time. So, have you guys ever seen these cars that people are getting? It's been popular since what, like 2018, 2017, something like that. So, people are buying these primer gray cars, and it's coming from the manufacturer like that. Like Honda does it, Kia, Ford. It seems like everybody has this ugly ass gray primer car. Oop, damn it, that's crazy. I don't know how many people have seen those things, but it's the most ridiculous thing ever. Like, why would you do that? Why would you do a primer gray car? Why? Makes no sense. It's like if you want a primer gray car, just do what we did, get a rattle can, spray the hell out. Why would you pay so much money for a primer gray car? I don't know. Oh look, they're nuts. They got a nut shop up here. That means I can get nuts. I mean, I'm half nuts. I mean, it's all in the name, right? Half nuts. Well, welcome people, welcome to another adventure, or should I say misadventure, of driving myself crazy. It's a long trip, and you guys are my entertainment. Sometimes it feels like I'm talking to myself. Maybe I am. Of course, I guess it only matters if you answer yourself. Are those really voices in your head? Maybe that's what she needs the sledgehammer for. So she can stop the voices in my head. I don't know. She did tell me that I should stop for lunch. And she was suggesting, oh, you can stop at the Chick-fil-A. I was like, yeah, I probably could stop at the Chick-fil-A, but in a truck, I don't know if there's going to be enough parking. Those things are pretty crowded in the first place. So what you do is you find some other place that people don't normally go to. Uh-oh, what does this say? It says, don't lose sleep over where to stay. No, I'm not. Oh, cool. I just saw a black cybertruck. What do you think of those cybertrucks? I think they're ugly as hell, but they've got some pretty cool aspects to them. I guess is the best way to put it. I don't know how many people have seen like the little modifications they've done on some of those, where they've got like a whole RV and crap like that attached to the back of them. They don't look very, like, what do you call it, aerodynamic? It makes me wonder how much of that space is utilized. So all of it, part of it. Cruise control. Cruise control. Yeah. Stop. Nope. Cruise control is not on it. That's so crazy. I don't know why the cruise control would work. Yeah, I've got to keep my eyes on the road, or I would be answering you guys in chat. But I'm sure that somebody in chat has the answer to whatever question you might be asking. Now, it would be cool, really cool, if I could read chat while I was driving. That ends up like causing accidents. That's the last thing you want to have happen out here, is getting an accident because you were YouTubing or something like that. What I need is like a heads-up display. Or if it would just read the chats off to me, that would be even better. Maybe it would just have the chat come popping up and say, hey, you got this. I'd be like, sweet. So that way, whenever you found folks throwing money at me, I would know it. Right now, I feel like a stripper. Except, you guys are throwing quarters at me instead of ones. Makes you feel dirty. Makes you feel used. Cool. Look, another adult Central Superstore. And then right past it is a place where you can play catch with your dog. Just don't go to the wrong place. Because if you're going to play catch with your dog, don't go to the adult superstore. That's probably not a good idea. That's going to get you in trouble. And same way if you're wanting to go to the adult superstore, don't take your pet. That would be really weird and creepy. It might get you arrested. I think one of the best parts is you'll see like adult superstore, and then right past it will be like Jesus will save you. It's like, I don't know, adult superstore, Jesus saving me. It's a big toss up right there. One's for your soul, the other one is eternal. Ah. The hell? Got like Hardee's, the Mexican Grill, adult superstore, and Chick-fil-A. Do you think they could just turn those into all in one? Like, you could like get your soul saved, get your sperm count lowered, and get food, and even a massage all at the same place. And that would be pretty wild. I mean, like an all-you-can-eat buffet. I don't know if you want to put that like in a stripper place. That would be weird. All-you-can-eat buffet. Like they would be going, well, I mean, I could eat all of it. They're just like, sir, I just came for the sushi. Sir, we're gonna have to ask you to leave. Yeah, they have a. It's funny. They'll have a Cracker Barrel billboard, and then a little bit further past it, there's like an adult superstore. So the Cracker Barrel says food for the soul, and then all of a sudden you see the little stripper place show up. Adult superstore. Ooh, that would be really good. Get some like peaches while I'm out here. So you start getting a little bit further south, and you've got like peaches, pecans, and all kinds of good food. You could always get one of those pecan rolls. They always look like they've been sitting there for like a few years. Like, how fresh are your pecan rolls? I don't know. What year is this? 2025. Yeah, they're still pretty fresh. Yeah. Well, when did you get them? 2010, something like that. Those things will last forever. That's funny. They got a strip mall right next to a hotel. Why would you put a strip mall next to a hotel? I guess the property was cheap or something. I just don't see too many truckers stopping to go to the strip mall and get themselves, I don't know, maybe they have a massage place in there or something. Maybe that's what he's needing. Rolling, keep it rolling, rawhide. Yeah, it'd be pretty interesting to see if, whenever I get there, I'm able to get my tools. I mean, it's just another 2-hour drive from there where I'm picking up my tools. But oh, that's right, I want to have to pick up furniture. If it's just my tools, that'd be one thing. Picking up the furniture, that becomes a little more difficult. I've got a table I'm not sure I can get by myself. I mean, I was able to get the king size mattress in here, and then the two twins. Her name was Betsy. The other one, her name was Joanne. They were twin box springs. I got those. Hopefully that's enough. There's some crazy people out here. Diesel repair shop. And this thing, it must just be the design of this truck. Those fans kick on all the damn time. Pass this guy. Pull up in a space to get through. There we go. Trying to keep it in the slow lane. I think it's annoying when people get in the fast lane, they drive really damn slow. Like, why are you there? Why are you sitting in that fast lane? I must not have figured out how to change lanes or something. Oh, I can figure it. You'd think they'd be anxious to get the hell out of the way. Oh no, not now. That's a pretty cool motorcycle. Someone's on a BMW motorcycle. Seems to be pretty chill. It's got bags all over the damn thing. Got saddlebags. Got the hard saddlebags. I wonder what the nighttime lights look on this thing. I know what the daytime running lights look like. I wonder what it looks like whenever it's dark. How much of the road it illuminates. It'd be nice. It'd be nice if I could get to my final destination early. If I could do that, like if I could get there tonight, I could set up my computer and do an F&L, which would be awesome. And I don't think that's going to happen. I think I've been handicapped. Of course, I will get to see some people I haven't seen in a while, so that's always good. That's the plus. Uh, no stream tonight for me. That'd be just way too much. I'm trying to think what else I've got to do. Oh, that's right. I've got to rip out some shelves. So the way that they built this thing is I think they moved their shower or installed a shower. Might just have a bathtub in it for all I know. Yeah, nothing I can do about that. He's coming over my lane. Damn thing. So the way that they designed this is they have the water pipes running up, which would be like this open space. So just imagine a wall where your shower is built out as a walk-in shower. And so they built this wall, and so they probably gave it like an inch or two gap, and then put up another wall and then put some shelves in. The only problem is when they did this, they didn't make it easy for even a small person to get in there. I can't imagine if I was really large, I would not be able to get in to use the toilet. The toilet. Because what they did was they built these shelves out so far, and then you've got this sink that's sitting in a really weird spot. So you